every once in a while, a deer like Barry, he gets to the ripe old age and we're able to actually hunt a giant. And this is what Barry is, a giant.
I got him.
Yeah, that's Barry. One of the largest whitetails I've ever had the opportunity to hunt here in my home state of Mississippi. And it just makes it that more special because it's right here by the house. But this story didn't start today. This story of Barry, it started 3 years ago. So growing up here in Mississippi and Louisiana, you know, we hunt a lot of good places and a lot of good deer, but we don't grow them like they do in the Midwest, Kansas, Iowa, Missouri. But every once in a while, a deer like Barry, he gets to the ripe old age of 5+, and we're able to actually hunt a giant. And this is what Barry is, a giant. So the story of Barry started 3 years ago. My buddy Craig, who I'm in the lease with, Craig and I have hunted together for years, and he actually got the first picture of him. As soon as we get the picture, we know this deer has what it takes to be a giant. Only one problem, he's only 3 years old right now. So we start sending the pictures to all the neighbors, let them know, hey, we're gonna pass this deer, y'all please pass him. And thank the good Lord we have good neighbors because everybody passed him. Roll around to the next year, Barry's back on us. I think it was late October he showed up. But when he showed up, his beam was snapped clean off. So here the phones go again. Hey, we're gonna let this deer get to 5. Y'all pass him, here's the pictures. And after several encounters with myself, with Craig's family, Barry got through the season. I actually saw him the last day of deer season. So we know he made it. We had pictures of him after the season. Barry made it through his 4-year-old year. Now it's summertime. We're gonna get ready. I'm gonna try to feed Barry, put Protein Plus out for him. I'm gonna have the minerals out for him. Everything I can do to keep Barry on our place and grow him as big as he can be. Now, there's one problem with that. Barry doesn't live on us during the summer. And as much feed as I put out, minerals, cameras, I could not find Barry all summer. So we're just hoping and praying he shows up on us in October like he normally does. Well, October 1st rolls around. It's the opening day of hunting season here in the South. It is the kickoff to the greatest time of year. I'm actually hunting at a plot not too far from where I'm standing right now for a different buck. So as I'm sitting on the stand on October 1st, my camera goes off. And who is it right at dark? It's Barry. He's on us and it's game time. We're finally gonna get a chance at Barry. As soon as we start really looking into the pictures of Barry, we can tell he has finally grown into a giant, a 5-year-old deer. I've never actually had the opportunity to bow hunt a deer in Mississippi as good as this deer is. Well, now that Barry's here, all right, we'll start turning. I start looking at wind, stand setups. How are we gonna get this deer killed?
All right, we're at the middle plot. Barry's been coming here a lot at night, and we got a cold front moving in. I cannot hunt that stand with anything with the west, really anything with the north. So I'm coming on this side of the field. I'm hanging Novix right here. It's not the best setup. It's in a great spot, but there's just not a lot of cover, but I don't have any more option. Barry usually lives down in there. So if I can get a west wind, I'm blowing here, and he should come out right here. So we're gonna try it anyway. It's a good spot. So I've got north and south wind stands at every spot Barry comes to. So, I mean, we're all hands on deck. The giant's here. Now we just got to get the right conditions and the right stand to kill him. Feeders are full. Stands are hung. Back to the drawing board.
Well, it didn't take long, and I'm sitting on the stand. I'm waiting for Barry. And sure enough, he shows up, but right after dark. Y'all can't see him on camera because it was too late to film. But Barry, we're on him. He actually walked by me at 8 yards after dark. So encounter number 1 with Barry, he wins. All right, so we've had encounter number 1 with Barry. Now, how are we gonna keep him there and how are we gonna get him killed? We kind of are figuring out, you know, putting the pieces of the puzzle together, what fields he's coming to. I've got more of a feed out for this deer than I've ever had for any deer. He's kind of a little bit going nocturnal on us, but he is so crazy. He will randomly daylight at 9 in the morning or at 2 in the afternoon. And so he's very hard to predict. And with the conditions of the swirling winds in early season, we're really picking our hunts and hunting smart. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying not to run Barry out of there. He's on us. We just got to pick the right day to get him killed. Well, finally, Barry shows up at another spot. It's actually a spot where my son and I had an encounter with him the year before. And that was my opportunity. I said, all right, tomorrow morning, I'm gonna be in there an hour and a half before daylight. I'm self-filming. I want to have everything with low scent and less movement. I want all the cards stacked in my favor for Barry. So the morning finally comes. I'm in there before daylight. I'm self-filming. I got everything set. We're looking good.
Been sitting there about 20 or 30 minutes. It's not too bad. I can hear several deer walking around in there. It'd be sure nice if you just come on out. Come on, Barry.
Oh, my heart was broken. Like, there was my opportunity. I had him at 18 yards and didn't get him killed. And little did I know, this was just the beginning of the encounters that were going to happen with Barry. Well, several days go by. I'm still getting pictures of Barry here, there, everywhere, but not at the foxhole.
All right, this is the foxhole. Barry will come here. In the past years he has. In fact, this is where I actually had an encounter with him in that old box stand right here, Bentley and I, last year. He hasn't been here a lot this year, but I've got a Novix, that's more of a south wind / west wind. So that stand is actually where I had encounter number 2 with Barry. I need a bit of hunting on a north wind. I cannot do it out of that tree. So I hung another Novix down here, and it is in a sweet spot. I'll tell y'all something I started doing a couple years ago. This is the backwoods crave, and what I do every time I come fill up one of my feeders, I spray it all around. I spray it on the feed, and then when I come in, I put this on my rubber boots and I spray it all into the tree. And I think the deer they think it's fresh feed every time they smell this. And if I have a little human odor out there, maybe they'll tolerate it because they got this stuff in there.
He's going back to what I call the middle plot. He's coming in there right after dark, and conditions aren't real good. Well, finally, we got a break in the weather. We got a cold front moving in.
All right, I got a big update on our hunt. It's raining really heavy. It may be wasting our time, but we may be sitting here and Barry shows up, so.
Well, right before dark, here out comes Barry. And sure enough, the wind blows crazy, deer run off, and Barry doesn't come in until after dark. We didn't get him killed. So this is encounter number 3 with Barry now. And we got out clean, so I don't think we bothered anything that afternoon. Well, now I'm headed to the Midwest. You know, I've already been to Kansas, now I'm heading to Iowa. I've had some good hunts there, but Barry is still in the back of my brain. Yes, I'm going to hunt giant bucks in the Midwest, but this one at home, He's special and he means a lot to me. And I can't help but think, let me hurry up and get some deer killed in the Midwest where I can get home and hunt Barry. Well, fortunately for me, while I was gone, Barry was moving mostly after dark. Well, I finally get home. I'm waiting on Barry to get more consistent. Now, rifle season's here in Mississippi. Now, I'm pretty much a bow hunter. It's bow only for me for the most part. So now I'm competing with rifle hunters. So like the time clock is ticking. If we're gonna get Barry down, we've got to hurry. Well, conditions start to get right. I got a couple of day window right there around Thanksgiving where I think, all right, the wind's right, the stands are right. I've got some Noviks hung on both ends of most all the fields. No matter what the wind is, if we get some good weather, I'm gonna be able to hopefully have an opportunity at Barry. Well, the conditions are right. I slide in, it is a beautiful afternoon, seeing a lot of deer, but no Barry. So I'm thinking, I hope I haven't bothered him coming in here and hunting. Well, the next day I went back again. Well, here comes Barry. He's walking in, he gets to 13 yards and my heart is going crazy. But I hear something behind me. Here comes this doe blowing. Literally, I don't know how many times, but she blew close to 20 times. This was absolutely the lowest point in the Barry story for me. I thought this is the first time he knew I was hunting him. It's the first time I felt like he looked up and saw me. I was heartbroken. I turned to the camera and I was in the dumps, I ain't gonna lie. I've had all these opportunities with this giant buck and still haven't got it done. The good news is, when he left me, he actually went to the southeast plot and he daylighted. I mean, he left me and went and daylighted. This deer is crazy. He does things that most mature bucks don't do. He likes to be on camera in daylight. I said, okay, tomorrow, conditions are right, we're going to the southeast plot and Barry's going down. All right, so I can't hardly sleep that night. That afternoon, I'm gonna work all day, and then that afternoon, I'm gonna go back after Barry at the southeast plot. So the next morning I woke up after basically a sleepless night because I know I'm going to hunt Barry the next day. Barry daylights his back at the foxhole. And I'm sitting there thinking like, what in the world? He's moved spots again. But I went with my gut. I said, I'm going back to the southeast plot. That's where he's been the last 2 days. I'm going back there.
All right, we're back after Barry. And we got a feeder full of the good stuff right over there. Got some game changer in there with some corn, kind of all mixed up. He loves it. Come on, Barry, let's get it done today. Deer just stepped in. Look like a doe. I just got Barry on camera. Down in another spot. chase.
I got him. 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 I got him.
Barry is down, baby. Barry is down. I'm so pumped right now. I'm so blessed.
We smoked Barry. Oh my gosh, you can't imagine the emotions that are going through my head right now. So, as us guys who film do, we'll go back and look at the shot immediately. And I kind of thought, maybe I'm a little high, but I think it was pretty good. And I was worried about my penetration.
All right, well, I've got really good blood, and I'm tracking him. I'm gonna bring it in with this little camera, and then I'll bring the cavalry in, but I think we got him good. I thought I made it a little high at first, but judging by all his blood, I'm good. I see him. I got him, y'all. I got him. I cannot believe it. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh, what a job. To have my hands on this giant. B3 Meg smoked that big old giant. Hey look, I'm just videoing with this little camera. Barrett's on his way. It's one of the best feelings in the world to bow hunt this deer. Getting with my bow right here during rifle season. And thank you to Craig, my buddy on this lease, and Lori, who let me hunt this deer as hard as I've hunted him. And thank you for Barrett to helping me hang stands today. I don't think I'm gonna go hunt him anymore, buddy. Well, we'll go shoot some does.
Well, Barry is down. I got Mr. Chippy and Nate and Barrett here to come help me get him. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all saw in the stand, I was basically in tears, so pumped up. This is the 5th time I've seen this deer this year. I got him on video 4 times. Mr. Chippy, how many times y'all seen him over the years? 4. Yeah, you've seen him 4 times. Me and Bentley saw him last year. This deer was so visible, and it was so fun to hunt because he liked to play the game. And I actually said in the stand today, I said, he likes to play the game. I just wish I'd win one time. And I guess I won tonight. But crazy, this deer actually came to the middle plot, and I had him on camera before he came over here this afternoon. So I thought the game was over. I was going to have to try to go and get him in the morning, but We got him. What you think, Nate?
Pretty solid deer.
Pretty solid? I think he's pretty solid myself. Look, how we gotta do it how they do it in Mississippi around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pointer.
That's right.
But a beautiful buck, and I feel blessed to be behind him. Every time, it's crazy the emotions that go through when you shoot, especially shoot a good buck. And my like overwhelming emotion is always like humbleness, like non-deserving, if you will. And it was definitely with this giant. Now time to go show the bear. Thank you, Lord. Y'all ready to see?
Yes!
Look at old bear. Look at that. Look at that.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. Well, here he is. We got him out the woods. I got my buddy Barry behind the camera, and we've been celebrating. Barry has been a heck of a buck to hunt. He's always played the game so well as far as daylighting and things like that. And today I won the game, and you know, it's kind of sad because no matter how many times they win the game, if you win the game once, it's over with. It's over with. Hey, thank y'all for watching the story of Barry. The story of Barry, to me, is everything that I do for a living and my family does as far as, you know, managing land, managing deer, letting them get to a mature age, working hard on our land and reaping the benefits, if that's from big racks like Barry or fried backstraps like Asa likes. And, you know, I sell land all over this county, and I tell people, hey, if you do the right things, this is what can happen. And Barry is a testament. If you let the right ones go, we can grow some big ones right here in Southwest Mississippi. And I think with the story of Barry, we just proved it.